right, welcome again to your program on Cool TV. Cool TV is a fun station, so we try as much as possible to bring fun out of every business that we do. My name is Dapo Banjo. It's a Monday morning. It's a bright one. Even though it will be cloudy, maybe rain is expected, but it doesn't matter. This is a season, and so we should expect it to come anytime. This is Crossfire. And I am not alone in the studio. I have with me a gentleman, and at the same time, I have the person that we're on the show together on a regular basis. His name, our name is Ishawada.
I really do not understand this conspiracy today to turn me from a female to a male. Anyways, good morning, Nigeria, and welcome to Crossfire today.
All right, we have a gentleman joining us in the studio, and anytime and every time we have this gentleman, I always take extra time to prepare. He is someone that all of us knows, and as a matter of fact, many times I get afraid. I don't even know what question to ask sometimes, and that's because this man is a social, political commentator. I don't want to make him an analyst, a commentator, because when he starts to talk, you and I know that, except you just want him to, to actually calm down and you just want to slow him. Let's welcome, to Crossfire, Mr. GBOLA OBA.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Even though I'm expecting some lashing today, like
no.
The last time, like what happened the last time.
I wanted to say thank you for the opportunity, transmutated woman, man. Sorry.
Welcome.
Now, you will all agree with me, just like the popular Afrobeat musician said that water does not have enemy. Water is the most essential element to life here on earth. And so each and every one of us, we depend on it very seriously. This show is brought to you by Viju Water. And I tell you very sincerely, when you have water in the purest form of it, it is very good for you. All right, Mr. GBOLA OBA, let's go straight into the business of today. And I tell you very sincerely, I am worried. As a Nigerian, as a journalist, as an individual who probably is looking forward someday to becoming like an entrepreneur like you, and I definitely will be an employer of personas and people who can work with me. I want to pay salaries. I want to do all of those things. And many of us have business ventures, and we are looking forward to really having succeed in all that we do. The state of the nation, Nigeria, do you think President Buhari is in control? And I quickly will throw light on it. One, if you look at virtually all the states of the Federation, you and I will agree that we have issues. And when I say issues, it borders around, unpaid salaries of workers, no potable, water in almost everywhere. Yesterday and over the weekend, it was problem and agony. Let me put it that way. Not because somebody died, but 344, workers were sacked. In Rivers State. And then in Ekiti State, we still do not have, the assurance of being able to confirm very seriously that Ayodele Fayose paid himself 720 million as accumulated salaries, and all of that. And we have about 18 states of the Federation who are owing workers' salaries and stuff. I remembered last week, Ben Murray Bruce, one of the senators in Nigeria, said, okay, I'm going to donate and just give my salaries or my allowances, let me put it that way, to the people in Osun State and in Bayelsa State, just to cushion the effect of the fact that these guys have not been paid for. So, and you just find out that we have issues virtually everywhere.
And we're also, on top of that, we're having legislators who are not being considerate on slashing down their own humongous allowances for the good of the people.
So we're in the course of the show, we'll still be talking about cost of governance. Do you think we'll get it right? It is not enough for Buhari and Oshibajo to have come together and say, okay, we are reducing our own salaries and we're doing this and all of that. It is essential that it cuts across the three strata of government, and that is talking about the presidential. Look at it very closely, the government, the state government, the local government, and even the tiers of government. Talk about the presidential, the legislative, and even, the judiciary. And let us look at it. Do you think our president is in control?
I haven't said all that you have said.
Yeah.
What would you want me to say?
Oh, okay. It's like
with the catalogue of woes and catalogue of inadequacies and catalogue of all the mismatch and this thing in the system. What do you really want me to say? Be honest.
I just want your commentary.
Okay.
I want you. You may not be
because I'm not here.
We need your candid
because
opinion.
I'm not here to interview the interviewer.
Okay.
You know, and I know
you know my knowledge is limited to just a few.
And I know you deliberately want to put me in problem.
No,
I told you that. But let's get serious now.
All right.
It's unfortunate that what seems to be manifesting, and I'm looking at you because I want to be very kinder in my use, of words, because I know you are Lady PMB, you are Lady President Muhammadu Buhari. Sorry, on this show, somebody has to play the left, somebody has to play the right, and the right does seem to be having it now because even PDP came out a couple of days ago to be, to mock APC.
But isn't that really ridiculous? That
I don't think so. APC did that to the PDP.
No.
APC did that to the PDP without.
But the APC had the right to do that. Why? Because the PDP was not performing.
Oh, is that your position on this? Virtually everything they blame the APC for. Virtually everything they blame the APC for, the APC is doing the same thing.
No,
what have they done differently? What has APC done differently since they came into power?
For the past 16 years. We're talking about an APC government that just came into power, and all they are doing right now is making sure
before we turn our gaze to the umpire, let's listen to Mr. GBOLA OBA. Okay, they are restructuring the nation, and it's going to take forever. It's going to take forever.
I do not expect the PDP to come out and tongue lash.
Oh, like seriously?
It's really ridiculous.
Like, okay, what's your opinion, GBOLA OBA?
This nation belongs to all of us.
Exactly.
And if you happen to be the victorious party and you are somewhat like a bicycle in the way you carry the victory and in the way you engage with the issues of the day, and you are sending the wrong signals that you don't seem to appreciate the enormity of the problems at hand, then even those you chased out of the kitchen may turn around and call you a bad cook.
Okay.
Am I making a point?
Yes.
So a couple of days ago, I was shocked as a Nigerian who worked vehemently against the PDP. Not only with my intellectual persona, but even with my literal pecuniary, financial and other resources, that I could be in a position where I will open the newspaper and the PDP will be lambasting the APC as seemingly unprepared for governance, and it's like the APC, they said the APC has lost the initiative. I was angry with myself. And to be honest with you, it was not the best of...
But do you really think the APC have lost the initiative?
You see,
I think they don't have a clue. They're just allowing things... Seriously.
You would have expected. I'm looking at it from a totally different angle.
What did the APC do after they have been declared as the winner of the elections?
It's simple. It's simple.
It's obvious they don't even have a roadmap. It's obvious they don't even have a roadmap. You should have written some things down.
The foundation and the level of decadence in the nation is too deep for you to begin to see.
I was telling you on this show. You said they are not going to concentrate on what has happened. They are going to move forward.
The truth is, no, you said so. I didn't say that. But the truth is, this nation has been bedeviled with so much corruption, impunity at all levels.
Okay, what have they done since they came in?
Like the opening you gave. I think probably the reason why we're not seeing things 100% as we want is because they are taking their time to destroy the old foundation of negativities and lay it down. Come on, you know how a house is being built. Remember, we're talking about management of expectations of Nigerians here.
Okay.
So I do not see a reason why people's agitation should be on the high.
On the issue of managing the expectations of Nigeria, I want to say at this juncture that President Muhammadu Buhari may be dropping the ball if we are talking about managing the expectations of Nigerians. You know why I'm saying that? And I'm saying this as somebody who wishes Buhari to succeed.
Oh, yes.
I'm saying that as somebody who wishes Buhari, to the truth as we speak now, the first major political event of this dispensation, Buhari lost out so ignominiously. He lost out because, you see, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu may have deservedly gotten his comeuppance through what happened in the two chambers of the National Assembly. He may have deservedly gotten his comeuppance through the machinations of the legislators in the two chambers. But I want to be very honest with you, ma'am. The greatest loser of that event, is actually a gentleman called President Muhammadu Buhari. As we speak now, he has lost the parliament. He has lost the parliament because the de facto party in control of the parliament now is a party, is a hybrid of a party that is called APDP. And if you look at the acronym, PDP is complete in that acronym. APC has lost a C in that acronym. My sister, the circumstance and the machinery that brought about the installation of Saraki as the president of the Senate and the installation of Dogara as the Speaker of the House of Representatives, that machinery will ultimately come out to wage a war, a battle of ideology with the person of the president. You know why?
On that note, sir, can you please hold on? Sorry to cut you short. Let's take this call. Good morning, Mr. Ajayi.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm enjoying cool life from Oshobo.
Oh, great.
Thank you. Welcome.
I'm enjoying the show. I respect the commentator you have brought.
Thank you very much, sir.
He's a very intelligent man.
Thank you very much.
Even though he's APC inclined, but not by heart. Very reasonable. I respect his intellectual capacity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I am so surprised he's saying the truth exactly the way it is. Most of them, when they are APC inclined, they will try to color the truth, like my woman, very close to the man there.
I know.
Trying to justify what is wrong.
Okay.
But actually, as it may, the truth is on ground. You cannot get to WAEC exam after you read the syllabus, this question and say you are not prepared. APC has gotten to the WAEC exam, they have read the English question, and they have seen the question, and the way they are answering it currently, they are not very sure that the same change we motivated for, the same change we fought for, that we shouted so many things to intimidate these people away.
Yeah.
We are not sure we have seen the original change. But God will help us.
Amen.
Because if Professor Wallace Soyinka said something to PDP 5 or 6 years ago, that when armed robbers rob and they want to share their loot, they will start fighting seriously. 5 parties came together to form APC. Only 2 interests have been met, the former CPC and the former ACN. So what will be the portion of the 5 governors that left and destroyed PDP? What will be the portion as the gains of Okorota that divided Africa? What will be the portion of Bonahono that came from APP? These are issues that they're supposed to have taken root and solved before now. Now, for the 5 governors to get reckoning, they have to fight. They have to fight seriously in the person of Saraki. The Saraki, I know, will never give up. I went to Unilori. I served at the Lori. I have investigated the Saraki family very well. The same way Tinubu has in the Southwest, the same way the Saraki has in Kukikwara.
All right.
So he's not going to give up. And if they want to rock the boat, Saraki will not lose. Because he has his brother in PDP who are ready to welcome him very well.
Exactly.
So I will keep watching Cool TV.
Please.
Because of the kind of commentator you have brought.
Thank you so much.
Very much.
I love the way he's explaining the thing.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your comments, Ajayi. Thanks for calling.
And Nigerians should please not lose hope.
No, don't go there. It's not a matter. We are not saying that on the show. Let's comment on what
Ajayi said.
Okay. Yes.
Ajayi, the phrase that Ajayi used that touched me the most. And if anybody is watching this program,
let's take this caller so that you can go ahead and just address. Francis, good morning.
Good morning, please. My name, I'm calling from Moshiri.
All right, you're welcome. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Mr. Commentator. I salute you, sir. I salute the social commentator.
All right.
Thank you so
much. Good morning.
My lady and the gentleman over there. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
What seems to be happening in the house is just a political coup. For Saraki to have betrayed his colleague is something that is uncalled for at this moment. This is a man that was treated a while ago while he defected from the PDP to the APC, and they declared his seat vacant. So how could he have turned when his colleagues were having a meeting with the president behind his colleagues to have a meeting with the PDP who just attacked him, attacked his defection? It's something that is uncalled for. In this case, the house is on fire, and now we cannot trust in this kind of leadership. So these are the people that have issues. Even when the people were tipping him to become the Senate president, the issues were coming out that he had some cases to answer. So he saw that as a threat and decided to lay this kind of coup, to plan this kind of coup against his party. It's uncalled for, and it's very, 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 very destructive for us.
All right, thank you so very much, Francis. Thanks for sharing. All right,
can I respond
yes.
to the two last callers? Ajayi made a very strong point. He used a phrase that if people are watching who are supporters of the president and who have his ears, they should tell him that some Nigerians who actually voted for him are beginning to be disillusioned. Ajayi said, is this the change we voted for?
We fought for.
Okay, or we fought for. Mr. Francis also just made a point now. Saraki is treacherous. Saraki is a traitor. He betrayed his ranks. I fully agree with Mr. Francis. But if the president were to have shown interest, not interference, there's a degree of difference between interest and interference. Yes. If the president had indicated interest in who emerges as the leader or as the leader of the two chambers of the National Assembly, it wouldn't have been possible for Saraki and Dogara to foment the coup they fomented. You must remember that after the mock voting of the APC legislators, Saraki walked out, Dogara walked out. When a day before the inauguration of the parliament, they were called upon that the vice president wanted to see them. Saraki said he was not ready to meet a mere commissioner. You must remember, although he has denied it, Saraki said he was not ready to meet a mere commissioner. Now, you must also remember that somebody in the presidency may have forgotten that the president had written a letter to the effect that the parliament should be proclaimed. Yes. The proclamation letter, the letter authorizing proclamation of the parliament as at 10 a.m. that morning.
And he did not call any meeting. There was no such meeting called by the president that morning.
No, there was. There was.
No, but I mean, the president came out to deny that.
No, the junior spokesperson came out to deny, but the senior spokesperson, Gaba Shehu, said the president was actually about going. The security infrastructure that is peculiar only to the Nigerian president, the only publicly elected person who is guarded in Nigeria today by the army is the president. That security infrastructure was
ceasefire on that note. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we will still be discussing. We'll be right back.